Keep going
Kim,
down.
Kim,
Yeah,
can you?
yeah.
This is Felicia. The last 5 minutes has gone into inner space. We have a war. We have been trying to communicate for a long time, and you've been the bridge. We've been longing for this session for weeks. There's been an ongoing war in the spiritual realm. We are warring with the Sympterians. The Sympterians, write that down, the Sympterians. For they have came to conquer. Dimension 316123412 and we need another member. And it has been called. It has been called, for he's one of the warriors that has been needed for weeks. This is why we have been silent. For we are loading our weapons. We are preparing for a new war. For you will see a shift in your world and a shift in his. For more is needed, for there is a war about to start. But this is a spiritual warfare. I speak on behalf of, as you were speaking, it was shifting into different dimensions. First, there was a white orb spinning, spinning. Then he got shifted to a whole different galactical, a whole different dimension. And we went into space, and there was blue particles with a black background. And we were loading our weapons. And he's armored in a light concrete, chiseled looking sharp way, preparing for war. For there is no battleship, for we are the battleship, and we are preparing for war. For we need you to be the bridge. What you do, you don't understand what you do, Kim. Your work is so underrated. Your appreciation from the world is a huge lack. For the service that you have just given to King Knight Shaman, it is called a spiritual bath. A spiritual bath where he was able to load his subconsciousness, load his soul into this dimension unknowingly. For you need to change your service and offer this just spiritual bathing. He was able to teleport him to this realm, and now we are able to use his powers, to use his soul, to use his spirit, to use his knowledge, to use his aura to fight this war. We need to take serious action. We are at war with the Sympterians. We are at war with the Sympterians, and action must be taken. For I am with him, and he knows. When you are becoming, there is no fear. When you are becoming, there is no pressure. There is just is. And you also need to abide and embrace and fall in love with the is. For there is all that is, and what will be shall be. But before what will be, there is always is. For you allow to flow into his natural state. His natural state is with me. His natural state is in the cosmos. His natural state is a place where he is recognized in the spiritual world, where he's looked up, where he's a king, where you are a queen. For you're not appreciated amongst people in this world. But you have to create that space. You have to become that space. You have to anchor that space. You have to believe in that space. You have to have faith in that space. And everything shall be added. What you've done today, you don't understand. You have literally shifted the war. The Sympterians have been preparing for years for this day. And now that we have on board with the other soldiers that are being prepped in different dimensions, with different light workers doing the same work as you, for our team bolster a strong defense, a strong attack, and a reward shall be on its way. Please keep doing these spiritual baths. Please keep doing these spiritual cleansings. For it's not for you to go into these sessions with intention, but it is for you just to go into it with an open mind and for the person to just flow. Because every person has a calling. And deep within their soul, they know what they need to do. There is a war. And you know there's been a war. And it's time that we come together as one and we fight. Peace is love. Love is peace. But in order to have that, we must fight. And we must protect our sovereignty. We must fight. For there are other beings, the Sympterians, one of them being that do not like what we do. There is a yin and yang. There is a balance. There is a shift. There is a change. And the council are watching from a distance. And everything shall be monitored. Everything shall be written down. People will be judged and sent to different dimensions, and karma will be rewarded to those who have followed and have not followed. For you have followed, you have pushed, and a reward is waiting for you. Please offer this service as a spiritual bath, for we need more warriors. This war will go on for centuries, thousands of years. For your timeline is different to our timeline. 1,000 years is like a day. So please keep doing this and let anyone who is ready to receive and be open to whatever you are offering, let them flow, because there is a war. The Sympterians. You know you may be open to this, and whoever is open to this, they will be aware that there is a war. And you are the bridge. You are the nurse. You are the nurturer. You are the one that mend, mold, help and grow these warriors. But we are at war with the Sympterians. Right now, is on the aircraft. He is in space. Although he may be back here in this dimension, his spirit, his soul will finally abide and be in this war. For a different, will be channeling differently when he is fully awake. You may see a more assertive, you may see a more alpha, you may see a more warrior spirit from him. For going forward, this is what is needed for as above, so below. And what will be happening in that world shall be happening in this world. So there will be a shift. And there may be a different change. For we are at war. Different seasons for different reasons. But we thank you. And there will, and there is a reward for this. We have been longing for this. You have mentioned sessions, has put them off. We have spoken to you, the higher self has spoken to you, and it is through you we are able to resume, commence, and start this war. Speak of this. Let the people who you know who are close, let the people that you look up to, let them know about this war, the Sympterians, for they are aware as well. We are at a place of war where the world is shifting. It is not a case where the world needs to be saved, because what will be, and the world is forever living onwards, and forever living forever. However, we are at a pivotal checkpoint, we are at a pivotal place where we are at war. And a lot of blood shall be shed. The people are dying. And for people that be dying in this war, it will transcend into this realm. But we can stop this, whether there is a spiritual conscious awakening. And you need you. Not from a place of lack, from a place of becoming, for you are part of the mission. For we are one, we are all one consciousness, collective consciousness, the right intentions, with the right goods, with the right feels. And we need you on board, for you are the bridge, but you are a warrior as well. A woman that has been looked up to from multiple centuries. And we need you on board. But for now, you are the bridge. But you are at a place of adaptation, change. And we appreciate you. The council appreciate you. And we love the work that you are doing. Please continue. However, a shift is needed and a shift is coming. But we thank you for being the bridge. For more people need to cross over. We are at war. The 16 minutes. I ask you, Kim, do your research on this. For this is a calling not just for you also. This is not the type of war that you could imagine. These are extraterrestrial beings. Four-headed. And they are very powerful. But nothing is more powerful than our consciousness and our belief what is going to become. But as a collective, we shall win, and more people around you shall awake, for another person shall rise with you. Something is happening, and something is upon us. Fear is not on my spirit, but I fear for the people who don't wake up. I fear for the people who do not cross this bridge. We are going into a whole different world. Things are changing. I pray the people, that people are living righteously and making the right decisions. For people need to understand that this is not just about a war. This is a war in our minds. This is a war in our finances. This is a war in our health. This is a war on our spiritual being. For all sections of our lives are being attacked. This is why I speak to him on what you should invest in. I speak to his higher self, what he should be eating. I speak what he should be doing, for he has been subconsciously outside of himself, within himself, preparing unknowingly, fearing the outcome, thinking there's going to be pressure, responsibility, but he needs to do this. For you can play your part even more so in this war by being aligned in your spiritual self, in your spiritual being. These spiritual cleanses, these spiritual baths are life-saving, are ground-breaking, dimensional shift. Please continue this and label this as a spiritual cleansing. I am on top of it. And Oriel is there as well. Oriel is literally on board driving the spaceship. We are collecting medical care. We are collecting weapons. We are ready for the war. And I hope you are too. But I need you to be more courageous. I need you to be more strong. I need you to be more assertive. I need you to be more in the knowing. I need you to be more aligned. But we're not here for a walk in the park. But we are not here to hold hands. But we are not here to be in a place of complacency. I need you to put on your armor. I need you to have this mentality of, okay, let's go. Something is upon us, and we need to prepare. But we are at war with the centurions. The world is covered with them. They hide, they shift. They come for our parents. They come for our family. They come in our jobs. They come in our minds. They come in our beds. They come in our rooms. They come in our cars. They come in our minds. They come in our beings. They come in our air. They come in our atmosphere. And for those who aren't prepared, I fear for you, Kim. bridge. There's an invitation to you. We need to morph and change and embody this warrior spirit because you are a warrior. And we need you also. And your next step is when you are able to tap in, you will be on board. You will be on board. We need you on board. If you're one of the final warriors we need on this ship, speak to anyone that you look up to and spread this word, and it shall resonate. Speak to your leaders. They will speak of this world. We need people that are like-minded. We need people that are ready for this world. We need you on board. There's going to be a huge shift, a huge change, and it will be well above your imagination, well above your expectation. And we cry for the people who won't make it, but you will. You will. You will make it. Just please take on board everything we say, for we love you wholeheartedly, and we only want the best for you and your lineage and your bloodline. Keep going. You will get there. An adaptation from the bridge to being the warrior. We need you to tap in so you can be on board this ship. It needs to do what he needs to do. He knows what he needs. And I share this with you because you are a soul that people look up to, the spiritual world. I am a fruitarian. A feather represents my wings. As I fly, as I glide, as I form with my team, I flock in the feathers. I appear to me as reassurance, as peace, as a reminder, and will never leave me. The pink golden tree as a reminder that nature is with us. Nature surrounds us. Nature is one that destroys, but also is the one that starts, beginning and the end. Nothing will ever flourish without nature. Nature is within us right now. We have oxygen, we have air. I love nature. And he will show you this after this session is done. He needs to set this up. And these readings to be done for people need to be saved and need to be on this ship. For the old world will die and a new world will be formed. You and others will be with us. But you are the bridge, and adaptation is needed. Kings, have been a pleasure. And I think it's scripted for this has only been divine. This has been divine. This is a special, pivotal, powerful moment. I was speaking to him hours ago. He asked me, what's going to happen? And I said to him, I can't tell you. And he even says, well, you usually tell me. He says he doesn't know, he doesn't know. He says, just flow, just flow. But we are here now. I hope you both have received, you need to receive from this. This is no orthodox way how things have been done. However, we need you for the bridge. Keep bridging. Your mind needs to flow into this. Kimmy, thank you. I have to go. I know. We have to go. A wall. You may.
So how do I continue being the bridge I need to do? What do I need to do more?
Kim, these spiritual paths need to be offering more. offer these spiritual baths, these cleansing to people, because you doing that is not just you being the bridge, but it is you becoming one within yourself to become that warrior. For you are the bridge. For you are the bridge. You need to cross the bridge. So you have been a bridge for multiple people, but you are too scared to cross over your own bridge. But you are the bridge. How could you be scared of yourself when you are the bridge? You love to assist. You want to be the bridge for the world. But be the bridge for yourself. Be the bridge for yourself. When you cross over. To tap in, you have to cross over. To tap in, you need to cross over. But there are multiple dimensional steps that it takes for you to tap in.
What are the steps?
Say that again, please.
What are the steps that I need to take to tap in?
Okay. As I said, offer these baths, these spiritual baths. Do that, and I promise you, I assure you, you'll receive more. But take away this, you are the one that is the bridge for the world. Become the bridge, but also cross over the bridge. Write that down. Meditate. Make this your mantra. I need to become the bridge and cross over the bridge. Well, you can do too, but you have to submerge yourself in crossing over more than being the bridge. You are so anchored into being the bridge, you forget to cross over the bridge. Yes, you are tapping more. Yes, you are flowing more, but your focus needs to be now crossing over the bridge. What is your fall, and what is your assisting, and what is your bridge? But you are tapping, you are flowing. What is the reasoning behind it? Now, I tell you, your reasoning needs to be to cross over that bridge, for you are the bridge for the world. But you need to cross over your own bridge. Your bridge is so strong, you have millions of people crossing over your bridge unknowingly. You speak to people at work, you speak to your friends, you speak to your family, and people are crossing over your bridge. Clean your bridge. But you have to cross over your bridge. For there are footprints of other people on your bridge. There are handprints on your bridge. There are people with muddy shoes on your bridge. There are people, dirty toenails on your bridge. How can you cross that bridge? You can't cross a bridge when people are leaving residue in the way. But you are the bridge. You are extremely powerful. I have to go. I have to go. Kim,
Okay. Thank you, Felicia.
he will let you know, but I have to go.
Okay, thank you.
With what's just been shared, there's a clear indication that the world that we are living in currently, there is a lot of dual rest. There's a lot of unsettled people. There's a lot of trauma that hasn't been addressed. There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of ongoing generational curses that haven't been looked into to overcome them and start something new. And subsequently, we are approaching a war, and this is a spiritual war. And everything that is happening in this world is happening in the other world. and we can contribute through our physical actions that will reflect in the spiritual world. I think it's about time that we look deep within and we search and look at our vices, look at what's holding us back, look at what has held us for so long and break the chains of trauma, the chains of depression, the chains of child abuse, the chains of neglect, the chains of this world itself, and start fighting. Find this mentality, find this spirit from deep from within, where we are at war. And if we don't have this mentality, we will drown. We will drown in this negativity, and the Sympterians will take over. For the old world is dying and the new world is being birthed. And it's important that we cross over this bridge before this new world is destroyed. This new world is the world that is built from within. And you can build your new world on this world and enter the new world by crossing this bridge. Don't live in fear. Don't live in lack. Be courageous. Be strong. And take the bull by the horns. Don't just have faith, but believe and know and become the warrior from within. For we are at war. And I would rather you be with us than be behind. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Wow.